Right, so in this section, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Communist Revolution in China, or at least the events leading up to it, specifically how the communists managed to get into a position where they have a significant amount of power. Now, after the death of Sun Yat-sen, you have the ascension of Chiang Kai-shek, also known as Jiang Jiechi. When he becomes the nationalist leader, he decides he wants to purge the communists out of the system. He believes that the communists are looking to create a communist revolution, which would make sense. However, he wants to purge them out. So he does decide to form an attack on the communists in Shanghai. And the communists are caught off guard, and they end up having to flee. And they flee all the way across China. This is during a time period where Mao becomes more popular and more significant to the Chinese communists and to the revolutionary movement. So as the communists are traveling across the country to be able to reform themselves, Mao will shift the focus of the Communist Party of China towards the peasantry, and you will get a distinct Marxist-Maoist approach to the Communist Party of China. Mao will also instruct, as well as other leaders of the party, to encourage guerrilla warfare and to try to break up the nationalist control. Now, the Chinese communists at this point in time, as they are going across and fleeing, which becomes known as the Long March, start to endear themselves to the population of China. Whereas in the nationalists are seen as kind of supported by foreign powers, the communists are seen as being supported by the local peasantry. So the Long March, to be able to flee complete destruction, create a situation where tens of thousands of Chinese communists end up dying. You have these unbelievable situations where people are eating their belts or bark of trees. They're constantly in struggle as they move towards a safe place to be able to regroup. They do manage to make it across. They do manage to regroup. So the problem with the nationalists is that the nationalist cause and platform really doesn't speak to China. Nationalism in its form in China is for those who are educated, normally middle class, involved in professional duties, a lot of times shopkeepers, things of that nature. Well, China's 80% peasant, so the message of the nationalists doesn't really resonate with the whole of China. It basically just resonates within the cities, which leaves huge portions of China open to communist persuasion. And I think it's really important to focus on the fact that the nationalists seem to be the party of the foreigners, and in some cases the elite of China. And they push middle-class values within a country that really did not have enough middle class. They just didn't have a base of support. And Shek, or Jiang Jiechi, tries to bring Western ideas in and mold them with Confucius ideas, which he would call the New Life movement. Trying to create that social order again, but at the same time allow China to be able to develop industrially. The problem here is that this is not going to work because of the way that things are in China. Plus, the Japanese are going to invade very shortly, creating a situation where China will be fighting for its life.